call to order, roll call, and establish quorum.
Courtney?
Here.
Dustin?
Here.
Kayon is absent. Ashley?
Yes.
Jody is absent. Chris?
Here.
Emily?
Here.
Number 2, consideration, discussion, and possible action to elect a chair for a 1-year term.
Do either of you two want this opportunity?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's a fine answer. If not, then I would like to make a motion to elect Dustin as the chair.
I second. Dustin, are you okay?
Yes.
Ashley, was it you that seconded?
Yes.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Number 3, consideration, discussion, and possible action to elect a vice chair for a 1-year term.
Make a motion to have Courtney go vice chair.
Okay.
I second that.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Number 4, consideration, discussion, and possible action to elect a secretary for a 1-year term.
Had a secretary before?
No, we didn't. And the reason this is on here is because to keep it consistent with other boards.
Okay.
The secretary, I'm still gonna do the minutes, and instead of me signing them, the secretary will sign them, and then the chair.
Gotcha.
That's really all it is.
Okay. Well, I was like, I didn't think we'd ever. Okay. Are you good with it? Jody? Jody will do it. She won't care. I make a motion to, I guess, elect Jody to be the secretary.
Okay.
Second that.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Five, consideration and action for on consent agenda. A, minutes from January 8th, 2025 regular meeting. Acknowledgement of reappointment of Courtney Harp to the Parks and Recreation Board, term ending December 31st, 2027. Acknowledgement of reappointment of Kayon Pierce to the Parks and Recreation Board, term ending December 31st, 2027.
Make a motion to approve.
With the minutes, is that what you said?
Is that what I said?
The minutes,
The
yeah.
consent agenda?
Or the agenda,
Yes.
sorry.
Consent.
Okay.
I second that.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Number 6, discussion and possible action on items removed from the consent agenda. Number 7, consideration and discussion regarding spring sports leagues. Mr. True.
Okay, as it stands right now, our sign-up fees are $65 a kid, our late fees are $80, and they have a week after that. We are going to probably have one 12U softball, one 10U softball, 2 to 3 8U softballs, 2 to 3 8U baseball, 4 10U baseball, 1 12U baseball, and probably 6 or 7 T-balls again this year. With that being said, I have received some feedback, and we can't vote on anything, just kind of want your all's idea on stuff and see how you all want to go forward. Right now, everybody's able to request a coach, and every coach comes in and says, hey, this is my team. There's been some feedback stating that they do not like that. they don't want hand-picked teams or travel teams in Parks and Rec. With that being said, the way that it is set up, I will lose 3 10U baseball teams, a 10U softball team, 1 for sure 8U baseball team, and a 12U baseball team. So then I would be down to possibly 2 or 3 T-ball teams because all the T-ball kids still request their coaches and stuff. If we go with that, then we're gonna have 1 10U baseball team in Perkins. And I'm just kind of curious what your all's feedback would be on that.
50-50 situation. If we don't have the travel or pay-to-play teams that come in for our league,
It's not even the pay to play. It's the teams that have been together since T-ball.
right. It is also a Parks and Rec league where, you know, we do have kids, and if we don't have enough teams, those kids signed up to play, and then, you know, as for instance, last year I had 17 girls on the softball team.
Right,
I didn't turn any away.
right.
There was other teams that turned it away, and that's the reason why they turned up on our team. So, but, you know, if the coaches don't want to accept any more teams, then I guess it would be for someone to draw the line somewhere in the sand, or just say, hey, next year we'll talk about this.
Before the signups. Okay. Well, that's my concern is because if I say, hey, no more of these teams or kids requesting coaches, we're doing 110% draft, I'm going to lose teams like crazy.
It hurts on both sides.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. And my concern is if we do that, is there really even a need for a Parks and Rec baseball season at that point in time?
Right. Because that would affect us in the OK Kids and also
Yeah.
our league with the,
Yep.
so.
So that's kind of, I mean, I talked to Bob about it. If you go to Edmond, they have it. You go to Stillwater, they have it. Cushing has it. Guthrie has it.
When did we switch to doing, because I know like when Riley was little, from my understanding, like anybody that volunteered to coach or whatever, there was literally like a round table and they had all the kids.
I have
And it was like, that's literally what they went. They went around the table and was, I'll take so-and-so. That way it was a fair. We could request, but it wasn't guaranteed they'd be on that team.
I have no idea when they switched. I know when Tanner played, they were the only baseball team in Perkins from 8U all the way through 12U.
That's hard. I see both sides of that. That's,
It'll happen again if we go that route.
So they're coming with like a full roster and saying like, I want this full roster. Play together.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my team. My team's been together for 4 seasons. Like, we're not dropping people, but we're not taking people because
Yeah.
it's the same families together. We all do the same tournaments together, like,
I could see
but
that.
they're mostly Perkins kids, so like,
Yeah,
and like, I would respect the decision, but obviously I wouldn't play.
right.
We would just
I think you have to
go do something
weigh
else.
all your pros and cons.
Teams, the teams won't disband, the teams will just leave and go play elsewhere.
Somewhere that let them.
Sassa will let them and they'll just go do it there, which,
Lincoln County will let them, like, there's places to go play.
Guthrie will let them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're an hour, less than an hour away from other towns that'll let them do it.
I guess maybe next year we need to decide what our goal or vision or objective is on that. If we're gonna be a Parks and Rec team, or if we're just gonna be a host for a league.
I think there's room for, and I don't know what our budget looks like or anything right now, but possibly hiring some coaches that coach those kids that come in without teams, and so you build a team, but that's the whole thing, they're all volunteers. All these coaches are volunteers. You can't tell them what to do or they're gonna
Yeah, they
just
won't.
bail, and you know how hard it is to get volunteers, so.
Well, yesterday I had a coach volunteer, said, hey, I want to coach 10U again. I said, okay. I had a coach today call, say, hey, I'm coaching my T-ball team, so when my parents come in and request me, don't worry about it, yes, and that's where it's at. It's been that way, I don't know when they changed it.
The entire time my kids have been playing sports, so.
That's kind of where, but that's just letting you know. So, I mean, it's a little late to do anything about it this season.
Was it new people wanting to come in that are like, So it's
How
already
many people is
established.
it? Let's-
One person,
Thank you.
one kid.
Oh,
I think
because
that's
they don't
a
like the
big-
team they're with?
They don't like the coach's son.
So can they just get put on a different team that would be willing to take them?
There's not a team willing to take
Oh.
this.
For this age group. I even offered to bump the child up to 12U.
Okay.
But this person has a T-ball player that plays on the same night. It's 12U.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't make everyone happy.
No.
I mean,
It's
a
one.
million kids playing on a million different teams, you gotta
It's
figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody is upset that teams bring their full roster and then there are kids that sign up without a coach. And so, and he was just saying if we decide not to do that and do like a
Go
draft,
back to
like
draft.
you just go around the table and pick, then you lose
I'll lose
6 teams.
6
7
teams.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be down to one team,
Oh, absolutely.
maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would work well.
But, so this year, we're just gonna keep it the way it is, and if that's something we need to look at next year before spring signups.
Back to what I was saying though, like if we can hire someone or give them something to be that coach, maybe like a high school student or a college student that can be the person for each age division that catches those kids that maybe are new to playing, they don't know, they're new to town even, they don't know anyone. I don't know.
So is it like you're having to turn kids away, they just don't get to play at all?
No, they're gonna have a team.
They just don't want that team?
They just don't want that coach.
It kinda is what it is, I guess. I mean, they either,
Yeah.
I don't mean that disrespectfully,
No, I
but I
understand.
don't, I just,
No, I don't disagree, like it's.
I mean, that's
we
just the
can't
way-
build an extra random team for one person.
There is no team.
If they're able to get on a team, period,
They are.
that's
then
fine.
that's,
They
yeah.
are.
I mean, that's like, that's my case. We've been here for about 2 years now. And so like, if I'm signing up for a league, I'm not joining a team I've played with forever.
Right.
But I'm also gonna be content with whatever I get. Personal disputes are a totally different
Yeah.
issue.
I think it's a different problem if you have kids signing up through Parks and Recs and you're basically saying, sorry, there's no team for you, because nobody, I feel like that's different.
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
have issues like
Another
that, then.
problem we have now. is
We
that
do? See, I don't like that.
We have one softball 10U team, and then we have, what, 5 10U girls that have signed up?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have more, I'll end up having more than that.
Possibly, so.
'Cause I put the flyers or the little cutouts in the Wednesday folder, so your kids will be bringing them home today.
They did get, we passed them
Your
out.
age, is it 12 or 10?
And also, we may end up bringing Ripley kids in, because Ripley did not. I'll find out for sure tomorrow. So there's gonna be an abundance of kids coming in.
It's like Ripley 12U, I think, is having trouble making a team
Yeah.
because Aaron's been contacted by some.
I had a parent call me from Kearney today. Kearney did not have a 10U baseball team, so they're bringing, I know 2 kids from Kearney coming here to sign up. So, I mean, that's just kind of where we're at. There's certain age that kids either want to play or don't want to play.
And that funnel that gets thin.
Right. So, but I just wanted to let you all know that this was brought up to me, and phone calls made to Bob and I talked about it. So, and he's like, well, what happens if we do this draft? I said, I will lose
Yeah.
teams like crazy. He said, when we did the draft, people weren't happy. He said, when you don't do the draft, people's not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
He said, you're not gonna make everybody happy. He said, so just talk to your board. If your board's good with it just let it go.
If he's offered a team, that's one thing,
He's offered a
versus
team.
just being saying, sorry, you just signed up, but he can't play because
Right.
nobody wants to take it, that's different.
They have been offered a team. I've offered to even move the child up to an older group.
Yeah, no, that's,
And the sister's on a handpicked team, T-ball team.
yeah.
So, I mean, what,
That part,
You
yeah.
can't please everybody.
so what do I do? And that's what Bob asked me to bring it up to you all tonight and just, we're not voting on it, it's just letting you all know what's out there.
Do you have a 12U team
I will have.
that can take this?
Yeah. Yeah, I will have.
She's got 2 options.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll end up with probably 10 to 12 12U players. I just got one more signed up today, and I got another one coming in, and I've got 4, 5, or 6 down in my office right now. So there's enough 12U baseball players for a team.
So I would just tell that parent, these are your two options.
Okay. I just,
That would-
I
That's
think
mine.
that's my opinion as well.
She's a little bit different than that.
okay. That's where we're at.
E, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding increasing sport registration and field use fees.
Okay, on the back of your agenda, those are not the correct prices for the field use. I am charging $260 instead of $210. According to what I have down in my office.
What are our prices compared to like SASA?
That's won't let you rent a field. You cannot, if you do not play in SASA League, you do not get a field. And I went to the tribe, and I'm working with the tribe, we're gonna end up renting their softball fields again for practice times and everything, just because I don't have enough fields again this year.
What do we pay for their fields?
For both of their fields, I think I'm paying just over $600 for the whole season for both of their fields. And I got a team that's fixing to rent out our field again that's not in any league at all. I tried to get them to play in our league. They didn't want to. I said, if you play in our league, you don't pay me. And they don't want to, so they're gonna either use the tribe fields, which I'll already have them rented, or my softball field.
So how would the softball teams in Park and Rec correct this?
Our teams, our Parks and Rec teams have are the first ones I'm taking care of, period. If they're not in our league, they have to take whatever the leftover is. 99% of the time is Wednesdays and Sundays. And Saturdays.
You have any possible actions there? Or just fees or?
Unless
Do
you
you have
all,
suggestions? Are you wanting to increase?
This is just going on here every single February so that 5 or 10 years doesn't go by.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, we should have done that. Okay.
You think everything's
So
reasonable?
how much, so for a tournament, how much do you make
$1,500
for a 3-day?
weekend tournament.
Because you're at one field? What do you?
No, for all my fields.
All of the fields, okay.
All my fields, and I run all the concession stands, even the concessions at the tribe. So with that being,
That price determined, sorry.
that's okay, and with that, I know Dixon Park on a Saturday will average about $3,000 through the concession stand. The tribe will average probably 15 to 2,000, and Peters, with it being the younger kids, they average probably about 1,000 a day. So with that 1,500 that he's paying us, I also get quite a bit more.
Concessions.
Yeah,
Is the 15, is that just like a flat?
yeah, that's just that with the usage, because it is $50 a field for 24-hour period. So 5 times.
Think about that, Trent. Most of the time you're there for the tournaments,
I'm just there for the concession though.
session,
Yeah.
but who does the fields?
I will get them set up real, it takes me about 15 minutes to set the fields up.
What I'm saying is, are we paying for your time on here?
Nope. I'm there because,
Covering the payment? or-
yes, no, I mean, and this year will be even easier because I am using paint instead of chalk for my baselines. The only thing that's gonna be chalked is the softball field, and the batter's box is the 2 baseball fields. Even at the t-ball fields, I'm using paint for the lines.
Yeah.
So that paint will last about a week and a half, 2 weeks, but I don't have to touch it again.
I was just asking, because I know we've had some tournaments that were about to be rained out. It's been several hours out there. I'm just trying to factor in their field use fees of paying your salary and keeping.
Usually what I'll do is I'll go out there, I'll have them all ready to go Friday. Just part of it, my day, I'm on the tractor anyway Friday. And then Saturday night, after that, I shut the concessions down, I drag them real quick, and then I'll chalk again and paint. And then that's it.
Whatever.
The only reason I'm there for the concessions is if they run out of something, I want to be able to run to Sam's and get it picked up.
600 to run the track fields, 600 for the season. Okay, all looks good to me, I guess. Does it look good?
Yeah, I don't have any issues.
Yeah.
9, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding dates to open and close participation in the Parks and Recreation mural contest.
I think we discussed that. I looked for that paper I showed you yesterday. I can't find it now.
Or-
So I'll have to print another one off. What I was thinking, if y'all disagree with this, please let me know, because I don't care. I mean, the younger kids are the only ones that are at Peters. And we kind of discussed it, but we couldn't go back and see if the minutes. The younger ones are the only ones that really play at Peters for T-ball and coach pitch. So that pretty much is the elementary school at Peters. The older kids are down here at Dixon. If we want to do elementary and then a intermediate grade. Oh, whoops,
This
sorry.
one's just- That's okay. This one's just the time to open and close.
Okay, my bad. I got ahead of myself.
Okay. Do you have a suggestion on time?
Nope. I wasn't worried about the time. I'm more worried about how we want to divide the kids up.
What did we say? We kind of talked about dates.
What did you talk about last time? Bring it up.
Spring break or something?
I think we're gonna hand them out right before spring break, let them work on it over spring break, and then bring it back.
Okay.
And if everybody's still good with that time frame, I can have that. I'll have the 900 copies ready to go again. That's what I
We
did
do
last night.
games start and stuff.
March 31st.
So I think if we could have it painted by then, that would be nice. So if,
When's spring break this year?
But spring break's the
17th.
third, yeah, the third week.
the 17th. So maybe if we ran the contest like that, yeah, like beginning of March.
Okay.
All forms have to be submitted probably by like the 20,
Before spring break.
yeah, the 13th.
Okay.
And then that way we can get them to Miss Nichols, she's the high school art teacher. And then the 24th through the 28th, maybe there's a day they could go out there and paint.
Okay.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, somewhere
like
in
it.
there, yeah.
And then that, but I mean, she'll definitely need a heads up, which I mean, if you want to talk to her, or if you want me to email her.
If you want to talk, I don't know who she is.
Okay, Riley's in art, so
Okay.
I don't mind emailing her, she doesn't like Riley.
I know.
You said early March for the open.
Well, how
Beginning of the
soon?
week or March 1st or?
I would do March 1st and give them 2 full weeks to work on it.
Yeah.
Well,
If y'all are, no,
Saturday,
Do the Friday.
so
What's
the,
the
for like the
Friday?
28th, February 28th, we knew that because it's a Friday.
okay, then I will probably send it out the Wednesday before that.
Okay.
The
Just
26th,
so I can get it in the Wednesdays folders and all the kids get it.
Yes.
so it'd be February 26th.
Okay.
And due by the 13th, right? Because we don't have
Yes.
school the 14th.
Correct, so that gives them a good amount of time to get,
Because what I can do, if they make them do the 13th, they could either return them to you, like at the,
And that's what it said. Yeah.
okay, yeah, and that's what we'll just tell parents in our reminder.
Okay.
So, okay.
Do we need to, does that need to be a motion?
Probably.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to have the contest open on the 26th and close on the 13th.
I second that. Sorry.
Courtney?
Yes.
Justin? Ashley?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Now it's,
10, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding age range for participation in the Parks and Recreation mural contest for Dixon Park.
Okay. Is everybody still good with the elementary doing the Peters Park one? And then intermediate and middle school? Now, the problem with the middle school is they do not do Wednesday folders. So they will make an announcement if any of the 6th or 7th graders want to come and get that, they come by the office, pick up the form. I went by the office and talked to them. I was like, there's the signups. I still got to get a deal up to them. I'll get that to them in the morning.
We can post it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
let's say-
Yeah, well, that's where I ran into problem with that.
Oh,
Believe it or not, there are people that do not have Facebook still. And there are people that their kids are homeschooled and do not get it. So on things like that, when we're doing certain things, and it's also gonna be on the city website.
Like, we can still post it, but if we try to hit all
It's the same type of deal. You're not gonna hit every single person. And I don't know, but if we do the best that we can, I don't know what else to do. The one thing,
I mean, this isn't, I wasn't here when you guys originally talked about this. This is an open competition, right?
yes.
Yeah, then I would post it everywhere.
I say ideally, I mean, from when they did it before, I've looked at former flyers, just as long as they're like a Perkins, maybe
Yeah,
we don't want someone from.
Perkins
school,
kid.
but-
I mean, if your kid goes to Kearney or something like that,
Yeah.
can't really, or Stillwater. But I will have, I don't know if anybody's noticed, behind City Hall, they have that scroll across sign. And I'll have City Hall put it up there, so when people pay their bills, they can see that as well. And City Hall will have forms if some kid drops a form or loses a form.
My only other question, so parks, I don't know if I can ask this during this time, but if we're talking about ages or whatever, does Parks and Recs go through 6th grade?
It goes up to 12.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Like,
until you're 12.
Okay. Because I know before they always did a cutoff of like 5th grade. And so I didn't know.
Right,
if
and
they
that's-
set it up to 8th or 6th or 5th.
That's kind of where I'm at. Do I even mess with the middle school for this, or
It's up to y'all.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I kind of think no, but
I think no.
I think it's kind of a.
So you just want me to do intermediate and elementary?
I think so.
Okay. And I just didn't know where to go with that.
Yeah.
How deep do we want to go there? Because
And then the communication gets difficult, and
Right.
I think just stick to that,
okay.
honestly. But what is everyone?
I think when we post it, you could post like saying like through age 12.
Pre-K to 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I know it says that the children are supposed to work on, but
Yeah.
my grandson's pre-K and he can't draw a straight line. So,
The goal is, though, you do want it to be primary. I mean, you'll be surprised.
yeah, there are some artists and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm just talking pre-K age.
It'll be, but to have the involvement and participation of the young kids, and that's,
Right.
exciting things, and that's,
Okay.
So you said they have to be from the area. What-
They have to be in Perkins schools.
Oh, okay, Perkins schools, got it.
Perkins schools.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fine, as long as there's a line. that
well, yeah, they have to,
be,
they have to
consistent
be
with.
in our school system to be able to do it.
Okay.
Yes, does somebody want to make a motion on?
I'll make a motion that the mural contest at Dixon Park will be 3rd through 5th grade.
Is that what
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Intermediate.
So I don't know. They didn't have all that different stuff when my son was there.
Elementary.
Yeah, and then Peters Elementary.
Jody, was that you?
Yes.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
11, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding age range for participation in the Parks and Recreation mural contest for Peters Park.
Okay, Peters Park will be the elementary group.
Yes.
I'll make a motion for Peters Park to be elementary kids.
Second that.
Pre-K through,
Pre-K through second.
Through 2nd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically just the elementary school will be at Dixon, or at Peters, I'm sorry.
Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Jody? Yes. Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
12, new business. Under the Open Meeting Act, this agenda item is authorized only for matters not known about or which could not have been reasonably foreseen prior to the time of posting the agenda or any revised agenda. Any new business? 13, adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Wait, was there an actual motion?
I made a motion.
Jody motion.
There's a lot of seconds, but no motion.
I made it, but someone was seconding it at the same time.
I didn't hear anything. Who seconded?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
So did Ashley, but it's.
Okay. Courtney?
Yes.
Dustin?
Yes.
Ashley?
Yes.
Jody?
Vice Chair.
Jody?
Yes.
Yeah. Chris?
Yes.
Emily?
Yes.
Okay.
Full of ADD today, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. It's all fine.